Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, millennials.
Good morning, millennials.
How are we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing tired.
But I'm doing better than Monday, like for sure.
I don't know.
This is technically our Thursday.
As the week goes, I know.
No, it's amazing.
I woke up this morning so sad, and then I remembered, like, okay, it's a 3-day work week. Like, I can do that.
No, I woke up today like in a tizzy because I don't know who I thought I was. I made Theo a haircut and like bath appointment at 9, and I don't even leave my house till like 9:30. So I don't. They call me at 9:15. They're like, "Where's Theo?" I'm like, "Who is this?" So it was so frantic, but Ben did it.
Fresh Tigs.
Fresh Tigs, like the groomer. Like I started to take him to a place, and they did wash, cut, toenails, teeth, everything.
Butthole?
$200.
Do they do butthole?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
$200. So now I only go like once every 2 months. But they also do like daycare. So I used to have someone come to my house, and she still does, but like then I have to rush home, you know? Like they do daycare and he gets to hang out with the other dogs. So it's like $200 for all that plus daycare, which still doesn't make any sense, but
it's
whatever.
And he deserves to treat himself every once in a while.
Yeah.
Not like he's paying for it, but you know.
No, totally. But he's literally like, sometimes I just think like, I wish I was my dog. They have no problems. Like they don't have to worry about paying bills or like getting brands to sponsor your podcast. Like they don't have to worry about anything.
Sometimes like he gets in trouble and then he has a pit like, oh my gosh, I just pooped.
But I don't think like he has the emotional capacity to have a pit.
I think that everyone has
I think he gets past it real quick.
I think everyone has it.
And
sometimes he's depressed, like he knows he did something wrong.
You want to hear an interesting...
And he struggled with his weight a lot. Like he's been through a lot.
Well, no, maybe because he was body shamed by you.
Because he was fat.
Do you want to hear an interesting statistic? Since I got Theo from his trainer when we were in Turks and Caicos. So since Turks and Caicos.
How much weight has he lost?
No, he's only had 2 accidents.
Wow.
And he goes to the bathroom 4 times a day. Like, that's pretty good.
That's an interesting statistic.
I know. I'm really proud of him. And one of them, I wasn't there, and it was totally Ben's fault. And then the other time, like, I just didn't take him out. So obviously he had to pee.
So they were both your fault.
I take responsibility.
So Theo is blameless. Okay. You guys, we're going to get into the past.
No, I still want to talk about other stuff.
You want to talk about Theo?
No, I have a pit. I have a pit. Can I talk to you about my pit?
Sure.
You know, I keep talking about it, like, you know, all of it.
People are loving my outfit, and I literally have never looked worse. Like, I look like a farm girl.
No, you don't look bad. You look different. Jackie,
I could be a farmer
in those clothes. You don't look bad. You look different, like a different person. You know what? Who you look like? Maddie Poppe.
Stop. I don't like. Don't spoil our third story.
Okay.
I just was feeling relaxed, and I didn't want to wear jeans too tight, and I didn't.
Do you, girlfriend? And it's paying off.
Some people look like a Calabasas girl. Which is such a compliment.
The biggest.
Okay, you have a pit.
You know what it's about because I've been talking about it nonstop for the past week. Is this apartment? Maybe I'll get the advice of the toasters because they're really smart.
And I'm sure we have some real estate gurus in the house.
Yeah. Okay. So me and Ben are moving, and it is so damn expensive. Like it blows my mind. And I'm always like of the mind that I would rather live in like a less cool area and have like a much bigger apartment than like live in like the cool downtown.
Agreed.
And live in like a shoebox and pay more money. Like I don't care where I live, like I Uber everywhere and I just want the best deal for the most space.
And because you do spend a lot of time at home, that the home should be the home.
So me and Ben found this apartment that is literally gorgeous. It's obviously not cheap, but like for New York real estate, like it's $1,300 less than like I would pay for it, like a month. Like it's crazy. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So there's a shower and a bath. Like Ben never has to be in my bathroom again. 2nd bedroom, I would totally make into like a YouTube podcast like studio. And
would you? Because Cinch was saying something about you making it a bedroom and making her sleep over.
Now I have like 2 making her. Oh my God,
that's what she said.
2 mindsets.
She was like, Claudia can't get this apartment. I was like, I'll have to sleep. I'm kidding. She didn't say that. But she was like, then I'm going to sleep there all the time.
Well, because she sleeps at my house now all the time, either when Ben's not there or on the couch. And like,
but she would be living a block away. Like,
doesn't matter.
Okay.
So now I'm like stuck in this hypothetical. Like, would I make the 2nd bedroom like a bedroom and like have Margot sleep there and like some of Ben's friends? But then I like encourage people to be in my house, and I don't really want that. Or like a glam room, YouTube, like basically a 2nd room for me.
A home office.
Yeah.
And you could also put a Murphy bed in there. That's like so Cinch.
Yeah, like a futon.
And also, like, if Cinch is sleeping over, like, wouldn't she just sleep in your bed with you if Ben's not there?
Yeah, but Ben sometimes is there.
Okay. Wouldn't she just sleep in Theo's
Whatever,
crate?
you guys are missing the point.
Wouldn't she just sleep in...
I should just make Theo his own bedroom.
Oh my God, he wouldn't even appreciate it.
No, he wouldn't understand. Okay, so sorry, I'm getting off track. So we found this apartment. We put the application in, so we're still not approved. So I could be talking about nothing because I could not get approved, but like I have amazing credit. Actually, what's good credit?
I don't know. I think I have like average credit, but it's like I haven't lived enough to have good credit.
Is it bad to say your credit? Like, is it a secret?
No, but like, why don't you, instead of saying your actual number, like what the letter that they gave you was?
Oh, I didn't see a letter.
Oh.
I used Credit Karma. I never had to do any of this before. Like, it's wild.
You can check your credit now, like through the Chase app.
No way.
Yeah, because all your business is like.
Is it bad to say your credit? No.
I don't know.
I'm embarrassed. Maybe it's bad. Mine was $6.75. Yellow. Is that bad?
I was yellow too. Yellow is a C.
It's
fine.
C?
But it's fine. You pass.
But I have great, like, I'm a good person.
But like, you haven't had enough opportunities to build credit. Like right now, all you have for credit is your credit card, which you pay on time, which is fine. But like, you've never had a house
or like
a
car. Yeah.
And like, so that sort of stuff builds credit. Right now, you've done the one thing to build credit that you can, which is a credit card.
Okay.
So you're decent.
Whatever. I'm a nice girl, so you should rent your apartments to me.
Everyone's writing their credit scores.
Oh God, is it higher than mine?
Everyone's is higher than yours, yeah. But they said that that's good credit.
Okay. Whatever. It didn't say red, so I was like, it's fine.
No, you're fine.
So this apartment, sorry, I'm getting off track. So like, it's virtually perfect, except for like, it's on the worst block, like in America.
Yeah. Well, that's confusing because it makes it seem like it's on the worst block, like it's like trash. And
no, and it's not criminal. It's not like in a bad area.
It's just
like
an inconvenient
ugly block. It's like inconvenient. It's right by like an entrance to like a bridge. So like there's like traffic. Like I just like hate the block. But is that like a deal breaker for the perfect apartment, the perfect underpriced apartment? I don't know.
Right, like you're paying that price because of your block.
Right, but like literally these bathrooms are marble, like all over. Like it's gorgeous. So it's like, can I look past that? I don't know.
I think that you can.
And you know what's so like embarrassing
and now, like,
for me?
let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
Because your application is in. If you get it, meant to be. If you don't, not meant to be.
Yeah.
Once you start thinking of things in that way, it's just life is so much easier.
Yeah, and like if they
Claudia.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, baby, just meant to be. Okay.
So does that solve your problems?
You know, if they decline us, I'm not gonna like put in another offer. Like even though like I would technically pay like what I offer now, I would pay like a little bit more. A little bit. But if we get declined, like it's not meant to be.
Not
but
meant
then
to be.
any apartment I end up in, I will be comparing to this one.
I don't know. Everything happens for a reason, sis. I never thought I would end up in the apartment that I'm in now, and we never want to move. Like this was supposed to be a temporary apartment. Yeah, because when Zach and I started looking for apartments, it was like
temporary.
And it was just couldn't have come at like a worse time. Like I just lost my job. Just everything changed, and like we didn't know where we needed to be, where we were going to be doing the show. So we just like had to choose an apartment. We kind of like had it. We were like this apartment will be perfect for the year, and then in a year we'll know what's what, and we can figure it out from there. But we're never gonna leave until probably like we have kids because we love it. Yeah, and it's like the way the apartment's set up. It's like when Zach's in the living room and I'm in the bedroom, like we can't hear each other.
Nice.
Like I can't hear his TV, he can't hear mine, and even when I'm like calling out, maybe he can hear me and he's ignoring me.
Yeah.
But it's like the way it's set up. It's like the best use of space,
That's
and
nice.
we love it.
Well, now I'm of the mindset that like I fucking hate my apartment and like I can't wait to leave because like I'm just seeing other better apartments and I'm like, oh, this apartment sucks.
But also like I feel like when you first moved into your apartment, like it was everything, and you were obsessed with it, and as you've lost your obsession with it, like it's rubbed off onto others.
Because I'm taking less care of it.
And for me now, I'm like, when are you getting out of here?
I hate my apartment. Only really because there's only one toilet, and like I just can't live like that. Like I need another toilet, and like I hate my kitchen.
And your bathroom and your kitchen is not renovated.
But see, you never get everything you want in an apartment. So when I got to this apartment, I was like, okay, the kitchen and the bathroom are like a little dated, but like I have floor to ceiling windows. Like you never get that. So I'm like, you pick and choose. You don't get everything. So
you have to prioritize.
So now I'm like, okay, I have everything I want except for the block. Is that a high on the priority list? I don't think so.
No, it's a good deal.
It is.
Yeah, you should do it.
I'd love a deal. Like I'd rather live in like a less fancy building. I don't know. I'm so torn.
I think you know what you have to do.
And I heard a rumor that there's someone I know that lives in the building. And then that makes me like not want to move because like I don't need to be running into people when I'm like trying to walk Theo.
I don't know. So many people like live in the building I live in. I think I don't ever see anyone.
You live in a huge building. This is like a smaller building with 2 elevators.
That's true. I feel like so many people in the building like know. I'm always running around the building like looking like trash, like just doing things, and I just feel like people recognize me. And
no, same. I'll be really happy to get
out. It's bad for business.
I will be happy to be getting out of Murray Hill because like that's so our demographic, and while I do love it, like it's very harrowing to like walk Theo and like know that people are taking pictures of me, and like I look like you should see how I walk Theo, like no shame.
I can imagine.
No shame. So I'm looking forward to being like more like in an area where I don't think anyone gives a shit.
More anonymous.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, I think you know what you have to do, sister.
Well, let's see if I get approved.
And also, just if you're ever like feeling like confused or doubting yourself, just remember, if it's meant to be, it'll be. But it's your favorite song.
It really is. But not that part. I don't even like the chorus. They're like, I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys that didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just like in love with BB Rexa these days.
I'm happy for you that you found solace
Let's
in
jump
BB
in.
Rexa.
I'm excited. I feel like we've been doing like really niche episodes. We haven't done like a regular episode with 5 random stories in a while.
Plus Dear Toasters.
Is it Wednesday? Do you have the Dear Toasters?
It's Tuesday. Oh. Why are we doing Dear? Oh, I think they're for tomorrow.
Yeah, Jacob sent them for Wednesday.
Oh, sorry, I got ahead.
Remind us tomorrow because
I just feel like Dear Toasters is the day of the week that we remember to do it. You know?
Yeah, sure.
It's not really a weekly thing. Anyways, we're going to hit you with the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast. And, you know, just so much happened that we just must talk about.
It really is crazy how we do the show every day and, like, we never have nothing to talk about. Like, the world just doesn't stop turning.
I know, but there are some days where the stories is pulling teeth. But then, like, you know, we make up for it with our, you know, glowing personalities.
Can I say something?
Sure.
You know how, like, popular podcasts, they have their fan bases, they congregate on Facebook groups? That's, like, how it goes. Like, we have one. And, like, do you know that we're the biggest one?
Really?
Because... And just by the research that I've done, the biggest one was Lady Gang.
How many did they have?
They're 22 and we're at 23,000.
What about Skinny Confidential?
I don't know. I forgot to check.
Because when I joined, like,
when
I'm not in
she
it,
was at
but
20.
I joined for a little, and it was huge.
Yeah, maybe she's bigger than us, but like we're up there.
But
we're so new.
There is like a cap on how big these groups can be because it starts to like get so crazy. We haven't reached it yet, but like. It's so crazy.
But it also depends on the type of environment that you like
foster.
So like when there are groups where it's like no holds barred, say whatever you want about anyone, like then it gets insane. People's like families get involved.
And then like people start like showing up to like Real Housewives houses and like babysitting their kids.
But we have like rules where it's like the point of the group is like to make friends and like get along. So like I don't feel like the people infiltrating our group are like wanting to go to Heather Dubrow's house and like kidnap her kid, you know?
Oh my God, yeah, totally. And like I think we do a good job of like balancing like you can say whatever you want for the most part, and we use our judgment if it's gonna stay up. You know? So good luck. Okay, first story, really everyone is so interested in this.
Shook.
And like so are we. But I'm also skeptical.
Me too.
Because E! News reports that Ariana Grande is dating Pete Davidson. Quote, it's casual, but she's, quote, very happy.
Everyone reported it, not even just
Okay, but no, but this is the source.
Okay.
So I'm not just like pulling it out of my ass. Okay, these are the facts that E! News has. Ariana Grande is seeing SNL comedian Pete Davidson, E! News has learned. It just started and it's casual, a source says. Coincidentally, their budding relationship comes soon after both Ariana and Pete ended previous relationships. The No Tears Left to Cry songstress confirmed her split from rapper Mac Miller earlier this month. Likewise, news broke just last week that Davidson and Cassie David had broken up after 2 years together. The source explains that despite Ariana and Mac officially breaking up after Coachella in April, the relationship had been over long before. Mm-hmm. And then it goes back into Ariana and Mac, and then he got a DUI last weekend. And
so I always thought that like Ariana Grande could do better than Mac Miller. So like I'm happy for her that she's moving on. Mm-hmm. And I never thought that about Pete Davidson. I actually thought him and Cassie David were like perfect for each other.
I agree.
They looked alike. They had like really similar vibes. Like I hung out with them once. They were just like so perfect for each other. So like while I'm sad that ended, I want Ariana Grande to find happiness. You know? Mm-hmm. And I kind of like that Pete Davidson is like a girlfriend slut. Like he doesn't like fuck a bunch of girls. He just like has meaningful relationships with a lot of girls. But like he used to date Carly Aquilino. Did you see what Carly Aquilino tweeted?
Yeah, she
did like a gif of Beyonce like
looking like shady.
Shady, yeah.
He's so confusing to me though, because like he dates like such hot girls, and I wouldn't like qualified him as a grade A hottie.
No, but like Ariana Grande like doesn't like hot dudes.
No,
like, Mac Miller is not hot.
No, Big Sean is hot.
Yeah. Who'd she date before that?
Nathan's like one of the teeny boppers.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he was hot either.
Oh, and then she dated that guy, and I hate to bring it back to this because she's come so far, but with like the donut video, one of her backup dancers.
Oh, yeah.
But she's come really
far.
She
doesn't have good taste in men, like at all.
No, she does not.
But this is a nice choice. I like Pete Davidson.
Yeah, me too. I just feel like I don't believe that they're actually dating. Like, I feel like maybe they hooked up and then like everyone's blowing it out of proportion. Like, you know?
Yeah. I also am not 100% sure that he is fully done with Cassie.
Right. He posted a picture of the two of them 3 weeks ago.
He also has her name tattooed on his ring finger, like his wedding ring finger.
He changed it. He got like 3 stripes. He pulled a Jax.
Maybe it is over.
Yeah. I don't know. I won't believe it till I see it. Like, until there's a picture of them stepping out together, I'm skeptical about this, just because, like, when did they even meet?
It's just, like, hard when you're literally, like, the most powerful woman in the world. Like, Ariana Grande, I think, is one of, like, probably the top 5 pop stars in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I would do, like, her, Taylor Swift,
Rihanna,
like, maybe Selena or Demi. Like, they're the top 5.
Yeah, and people will be like, and then above that is like Beyonce, Lady Gaga, like legends. But and actually I'd put Rihanna up there. But they're like the top 5, like working.
Right now, yeah.
You know.
And so I bet it's hard to just like find a man. Because like you're literally like one of the most powerful people in the world.
Say you were Ariana Grande. We've done this before, but say you're not find someone for Ariana Grande. If you were in Ariana Grande's body, Wish Upon a Star style, who would you date?
So I'm powerful, I'm in the music industry. I would probably want to date someone out of my industry so that like there's no competition or like awkwardness with like people that we worked with. So maybe I would dabble in like sports,
but like they
or traditional
cheat.
Movie star. Yeah, they do. And the travel.
I feel like sports athletes cheat and the travel, and it's just unsustainable. But I feel like actors like lie.
And
because they're actors and they're acting.
I would date, honestly, like, no, I was about to make the worst call, like an influencer, but then like you literally, that was a bad call.
Zac Efron.
Oh.
Zac Efron or Nick Jonas or Josh Groban.
Not Josh Groban, but I see like the Disney vibe.
You know?
She's a Nickelodeon star, so someone who blossomed, a Jonas brother.
I feel like Zac
Maybe
Efron
Kevin.
is like a good guy.
What about Kevin Jonas?
He's married with children.
I know, I'm kidding.
So what's wrong with Nick? Stop.
Nothing.
I love him.
I don't.
Okay.
No, it just, she has weird taste in guys. It's almost like she's like insecure.
I know, but like she's literally the most gorgeous girl.
No, totally.
In the
But
world.
like the types of guys she dates doesn't reflect who she is. Do you know what I mean? It might be like a projection of what she thinks people see her as.
For sure, but like, how do you not know what you are?
Like, not only is Mac Miller like really not that hot, he's like not famous either.
Yeah.
Remember when she licked the donuts? That was so weird.
You know that Mac Miller song? Now, like, it's freaking me out, but I took a pill and a visa.
That is not Mac Miller. That's Mike
Posner.
Yeah, Posner.
They're the same. I took a pill and a visa to show Avicii I was cool. Can't listen to that song
When I
anymore.
finally got sober, felt 10
Okay,
years
anyways,
older,
I hope that this is true, but until I see a picture of them together, I'm skeptical. But I'm happy for her, and I'm happy for him. They both seem like nice people.
Yeah.
Right? Any further thoughts?
I feel like he's like really cool. Do you know what I mean? He's like a cool guy.
Well, he has to be, because he's like just, pulling all this tail.
You know, not only that, but like he's like in SNL, and like everyone in the world like really respects him as a comedian.
No, and
like,
also it's like when he is on SNL, like he's not on it a lot, and when he is, like he literally barely says anything, and like people die for him. Like he says like dilly dilly.
Yeah, like I don't know, I just feel like everyone respects the hell out of Pete Davidson. Similar to the Morning Toast.
Very, very similar.
It's nice being respected.
It is. Okay, this next story shakes me to the core because
we called it.
We were talking about this yesterday. Camila Cabello cancels her performance on Taylor Swift's tour due to, quote, dehydration. Literally yesterday, if you watched the Morning Toast, which obviously the whole world did.
Which you should if you didn't watch yesterday's episode. It was the Royal recap and the BBMA recap, and it was really good.
And we were talking about how there's clearly something wrong with Camila Cabello. She's obviously...
physically, mentally, emotionally, something is off.
Something is off. She was
She's just being weird.
She was on something at the BBMAs, and we just kind of said it as a throwaway comment because kind of like everyone's on something.
Yeah.
And then it comes out that she has canceled Tuesday's performance on Taylor Swift's Reputation tour, citing dehydration. Quote, "So yesterday, after my performance at the billboards, I was feeling really sick and ended up in the hospital to get checked out," Cabello, 21, tweeted late Monday. Quote, "They ran a lot of tests and everything is fine, but the diagnosis was basically dehydration, and I also have a low-grade fever. The doctors have told me I really have to get rest, otherwise I won't get better. So unfortunately, I won't be able to perform my set during the Reputation tour in Seattle tomorrow." Okay, let me cite some other celebrities who have also been hospitalized for dehydration.
And then, as your resident blind researcher, I will cite the blinds.
So some other celebrities who have been hospitalized for dehydration during their career. Lindsay Lohan.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Misha Barton.
I believe Kelly Osbourne.
Really?
I think.
And I believe Selena Gomez.
Oh yes, many a time.
Just
you do the
something
math.
to think about.
So here's what the blinds are saying. Taylor Swift is on tour with Charli XCX and Camila Cabello. Apparently, Charli XCX and Camila Cabello both share a hobby of putting white powder up their nose. And it's gotten so out of control. And Taylor is like businesswoman special. Like that does not fly in her tour. Like, and apparently she doesn't know about it. And if she were to find out, she would be furious. So her and Charli are just like this whole week. They've only been on tour for a week and they've like nonstop partied. And obviously it's taken a toll on Camila because she had to fly to Vegas, all that stuff. Charli XCX wasn't that cool. So that's just what the blinds are saying. I wonder if Taylor knows. I don't know.
I mean, if we know, she knows.
Yeah.
But I feel like she wants to help her friends, and I feel like giving them work is a way of helping them to, like, you know, get on the straight and narrow.
I had heard that Camila was making probably a little more than $50,000 for each show.
That's great.
That's crazy, like for just being so early in your career. But it's such a big tour, and what it's probably like 100 shows. That's what, $5 million?
I don't know.
50 times 100?
I don't know. I realized recently that I'm like really bad at math.
I think it's $5 million.
Yeah. 5,700. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways,
it's only crazy because like we called it.
Yeah, and it was just like, it's so crazy and I was just I felt so justified because I was talking with Zach, we're watching the awards. I was like, she's like drunk or something, and he was like, no. And then last night we were sitting on the couch again, and I was like, Camila Cabello has been hospitalized. I was like, told you so.
Wait, and this is so random. But the song that they used for the Bachelorette promo, Woman by, I didn't realize that it was the same song that like I love, you know, and they like ruined a song.
You didn't?
No.
They
did
always
they change it to Independent?
Because it's motherfucking, and so that's probably the radio version is Independent.
It's so much better, motherfucking.
For sure. And
they
like,
ruin all good
songs. They should have changed Independent to like a word that would actually make sense for a woman who's the Bachelorette.
Right, because they're like hardly independent.
Like,
I'm a codependent woman, baby.
No, or it could have even been like, I'm a romantic woman, baby, all right.
I'm a desperate little woman, baby,
all right. I'm a thirsty fucking woman, baby,
all right. I'm a pathetic woman, baby. This is fun. It's just like, know your audience. Like, a girl who literally goes on TV to find love is hardly independent.
You're anything but independent.
No, it's like she's trying everything. She's doing everything in her power to not be independent.
To be dependent.
Right.
I'm a dependent woman,
baby. All right. Except they do ruin all songs, but with Rachel Lindsay, they made that song.
That's my girl.
Because she is my girl, first of all. Second of all, like, I didn't really know that song before. And, like, that was so Rachel. Like, that's my girl.
No,
you know?
and whenever I hear it, like, Rachel Lindsay is still my girl. Like, yeah. I'm still thinking, like, I'm not thinking of anyone else. I'm thinking of her.
Like, I think of Rachel Lindsay as my girl. I do not think of Becca Koof as an independent woman.
No, and, like, when I hear the song Woman, like, I'm not thinking of Becca Kufrin.
No, I saw the trailer and I've listened to that song 100 times. It took me like literally a week to realize that they're the same song.
When that song came out, it was the weekend that I rented the convertible and had the ride of my life. So it reminds me of me in the convertible, even though I wasn't an independent woman because I had to be driven around.
Yeah, because Jack and
Kim Zolciak style.
I'm a motherfucking
woman. But then it was motherfucking, so I didn't need to be independent anyway. No, I was just being a motherfucking woman with my little silk scarf. Anyways, thinking of Camila Cabello, hopefully you get better and
that was sincere.
Stop like disappointing your fans.
Yeah, seriously. It's like week 1 of the tour, like you can't hang.
No, it's week 1 of this is their 3rd city.
And like a lot of people, like it's not like she's a nobody. Like people are coming for her.
People are doing other versions of the song.
Oh, please share.
I'm gonna share. I'm a future podcast woman. Thank you, Maddie Hatcher. Okay. I'm a fit tea selling woman, baby, all right. That's
Sugar Bear Hair.
I'm a Sugar Bear Hair selling woman, baby. Oh, I like future podcast woman. I'm a current podcast woman.
I'm hopefully a Revolve woman, all right. I don't know if I am cool enough. They picked the worst ones.
And I need to get a new camera, baby, all right. Did you see it was Rachel Lindsay's birthday? She had
Sade
went down.
Sade went down. She had a 99 2000 themed birthday party. Mm-hmm. And she did an Instagram story and she was like, thank you to everyone who came out. And to some of my friends, like, what did she say?
She said, and to some of my friends, you know who you are. Like, you really, like, pissed me off.
Yeah.
And it's like the only friends of hers that we know
and that weren't there
are the Bachelor girls.
And they all live in Dallas now. Like, what's up?
I know they all went to Dallas for the party, and then after the rest of the weekend, like they were throwing down, and like Rachel Lindsay wasn't there. So like it's like you have to just infer that she's talking about those girls. But like, what could they have done? I don't know. But it's like,
I'm on team
don't
Rachel
piss off
Lindsay.
Big Rach.
I don't care.
Don't piss off Big Rach. Okay. Next up, Maddie Poppe wins season 16 of American Idol.
I have so many
and is dating runner-up Caleb Lee Hutchinson. Okay. So do you want to explain?
Okay. So last night was the finale of American Idol, and the top 3 that we had were Caleb Lee Hutchinson, who was like this country, like, vibe. Maddie Poppe, who was like this indie, like, sing.
Known for her soothing voice and strong artistic ability.
And then Gabby Barrett, who was like a Miley Cyrus, like, wannabe. So even before the episode started, I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, we went to every city in the country, went to the deep south, the west coast, the east coast. We saw everyone, the most dynamic, diverse, kind of different people. And our top 3 are literally like 3 blonde white kids, like with no style or flavor. And I was like, this is so lame. I'm like, this is not America, first of all. So I was pissed off to start. I think the most talented one was maybe Caleb or Gabby, and neither of them won anyway. So like, no matter if anyone won, I would have been disappointed because like, I was just thinking of all the people we'd come to see on American Idol. Journey, that girl whose wife was in the fucking army and she like came out and she was killer. Like, she was so much more dynamic than the 3 of them put together. Noah Davis, like, I was just thinking, I'm like, we went through so many people, so many like different characters, Ada Vox, like so many interesting people. And we ended up with 3 vanillas. I was like, this is so boring and lame.
You need a vanilla, chocolate, and a strawberry.
Yeah. And like, to the credit of American Idol, they did produce an amazing finale. Like they pulled out all the stops for the celebrity talent. Like Caleb singing Wagon Wheel with Darius Rucker was like everything I needed. I fucking love that song, and I love Darius Rucker. And Caleb is really good at what he does, being boring. And it was great. Like, it's a boring song. It was great. Katie Turner, like, I think justice needs to be served for her.
Justice needs to be served for her. I tuned in for 10 minutes and I caught Katie Turner singing with Katy Perry.
Who looked beautiful.
They both looked beautiful. They were in sync.
Oh my God. It was honestly like, we'll share it on our Instagram. It is the most amazing performance. First of all, I love that song. I love the rendition that they did. Katie Turner, she made me like feel a little weird because she's like kind of a weird girl, but she like really came into her own on the show. And like, I think she was robbed.
I don't know, like, that she should have won, but that
she should have made it further than Maddie Poppe.
Absolutely beautiful. Also, that rendition was better than the original song because they kind of broke it down to its essentials.
And
whereas
harmonized.
The part they sang "Part of Me" by Katy Perry, that it's a little upbeat and like cheesy and. Which I love.
And then they brought BB Rex back, and she sang with all the top 3 meant to be when she originally sang with Caleb a couple weeks ago. So like, the production value of the show was very high quality. I loved the celebrities. I loved the judges. Like, everything was great. Lionel Richie performed. Luke Bryan performed. And then he performed with Gabby, and it was like fine. It was very vanilla. Like, it was all good. Like, the performances were okay, but like the talent was there. I don't know, I'm just like a little disappointed. I expected a tiny bit more. And now I'm like so motivated to try out. And I know I say that, but I think I'm gonna do it.
Also, justice for Snitch, because she has been ride or die for American Idol all season, like definitely helping them stay afloat.
Yeah.
And she's so disappointed that she had to message Gabby Barrett on Instagram.
Well, now there's a bunch of speculation about Gabby Barrett.
Yeah.
And because she like had a semi-professional career before the show, which really isn't allowed if you're a singer. She like sang with Cole Swindell. She knows Luke Bryan.
She went on tour with Cole Swindell.
It's all so weird, and there's like weird screenshots all over the interwebs. But what they gathered is that like Luke Bryan had reached out to her over a year ago and said like, I want you to be on American Idol. You're not going to win, but you'll make it pretty far. And then I want to sign you to my management company, which it looks like is, she didn't come far. She didn't win. And she's super close with him. And she probably will be on his record label. Like,
yeah.
So it's all super weird.
Everyone wins in the end. Also, Maddie and Caleb are dating and they're going to Hawaii.
And it was beyond awkward. Like, I was dying, screaming, cringing. Like, it was obviously fake and it was set up, but like, I feel like she wasn't down to be set up with him, and he was like so down because like she's the winner, she doesn't need him, and he was like riding on her coattails.
She's not the winner.
No, but like
she's not my American Idol.
No, me neither. But like it was so awkward, and like obviously they kicked Gabby out first because they're like, we have a trip for 2 to Hawaii. So what were they going to send Caleb and Gabby? Like no, they had to kick Gabby out. That would have
been scandalous.
And then Ryan Seacrest was like, you do get +1s, like implying that they probably should invite Gabby and Cade, who was another contestant. They were dating also. And Caleb was like, yeah, we'll bring our parents. Like, he literally cut it out.
It was so weird.
The whole thing was bizarre.
Very bizarre and very unfair for the people who watched all season. Not me, but Snitch.
I'm excited for Katy Perry. Like, I think she needs a break.
So I've asked you this before, and by now I need you to have your answer.
I think I know what it is, but what?
If you were to perform if you were to try out for American Idol, what would be your song? What would be your audition?
I really don't know. Like, I'm so dynamic in my voice. But I would want to sing something that's reflective of like the image I want to be. Like, a lot of the songs that I sing are Broadway, but I don't. They literally say to people like, "You're too Broadway. Like, this is pop. This is American."
Yeah.
So I would probably do like Sunday Morning by Maroon 5, even though it's like so lame and everyone sings that.
Yeah.
Or like a Casey Musgraves song. I would have to figure it out.
Casey Musgraves or Marin.
Yeah, I don't know. I
feel like if you want to be like famous, you should be a country artist because I feel like we'll have the most fun that way.
Yeah, but like they don't really like get famous unless they're like super famous. It's like so much harder.
I feel like from these shows, most people, you're only famous if you go country.
Yes, like Raylan.
I did a Soul Cycle yesterday that was Musical Monday themed, so it's all musical songs, and it was so crazy.
Did they have Dear Evan Hansen?
Yes, they had a Sincerely Me, like Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh, I hate that song.
And then Waving Through a Window, and like every other song was like unreal, and then every other song was like all that jazz.
That's annoying.
Which was annoying, but the songs that were unreal, like I literally was screaming at the top of my lungs. I actually appreciated the break.
Which one?
They did Let It Go.
Oh, nice.
Defying Gravity.
Nice.
The song from Rent, the best one that's like a tiger in a cage.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Take Me Baby or Leave Me.
Yeah. So good. And then Waving Through a Window. It was lit. Thanks. And I hadn't worked out in so long, and I felt like it was like a lot of workouts in one.
Yeah.
Okay. Last night was the finale of everything. American Idol, The Voice.
Dancing with the Stars.
I don't know who won The Voice, but Adam Rippon beat Tanya Harding. But it was also an abridged version of Dancing with the Stars, correct? It was only like a 4-week special.
It was an athlete special, yeah.
Okay. Adam Rippon won. I can't believe Tanya Harding was even in second place.
No, it's like Nancy Kerrigan did it a few years ago and like didn't make it half as far as Tanya.
Yeah, it's really.
It's like the universe has decided that like it's time for Tanya Harding, and as a member of this universe, I'm here to say no, it's not.
But like it's been like 40 years where the universe had decided it's time for Nancy Kerrigan, and I have to be honest, like she kind of like blew her chance.
Totally.
And Tanya's here. Let's see what she does with her opportunity. Like
she's doing a lot. She went to the Oscars.
She was played by Margot Robbie.
Dancing with the Stars.
And let's see what's next for her.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see.
I wonder if she has like an agent. Probably.
Yeah, maybe like, I don't know. That's weird to think of.
I know Nancy Kerrigan's publicist.
I don't know. Nancy Kerrigan's publicist. And then also Miss USA was crowned last
Nebraska.
night. Miss Nebraska, Sarah Rose was crowned Miss USA 2018.
I can't believe we still have beauty pageants. Like, it's so archaic.
It's so archaic, but like I feel like it's always like a good representation of like where we're at as a country, like depending on the answers, and then there's always like the brouhaha around the answers, and then like does it show that obviously our children are not being educated,
right?
Or
the Iraqs.
Exactly, but in the case of this woman, our children are actually doing okay.
Okay.
She had 2 questions, and the first one was. She was asked to address the fact that 1 in 4 children in the United States live in a single-parent household. More specifically, the question was, how has that affected our generation's views on marriage and family?
That's an easy question.
That's an insightful question. Also, it's a hard question to fuck up.
But it's not controversial, yeah.
Right. So she said, I'm so grateful to have grown up in a home with 2 parents, and so I can't personally relate to this. However, I do work in children's hospitals as a certified child life specialist where I'm a liaison between the child and the families and the medical team, and I've seen single mothers at the bedside working remotely on their computers to stay by their children and support them. And I think that it just shows children, no matter if it's a boy or a girl, that they can do that.
Oh.
And then her second question, which was a little more like, timely, was her final scenario was imagining herself on the way to a march. And she had a sign and a marker.
That's hard.
What would she write on it?
That is really hard.
Yeah, and you don't know what march you're going.
Right.
So I say, Sarah says, I say, speak your voice. I don't know what march we're on our way to in this hypothetical situation, but no matter where you're going, whatever type of march it is, you're obviously on your way to that march because you care about that cause, so go speak to people. When they have questions, communicate with them. Listen to their views also. That is one thing in the United States that we really need to focus on, is listening to each other.
Wow, this girl was ready.
Those are good answers. She was in tune with what was necessary, and I'm glad she won. And I think also a lot of the pageant is luck, and hopefully you don't get that controversial question.
Yeah, no, oh my God. That is those were dream questions.
Yeah.
If someone were to ask her, what are your stances on abortion?
No.
That is impossible. You can't win.
You can't win. So I'm happy for her. And
I'm a motherfucking woman,
I look
baby. Speaking of abortion.
I look forward to seeing what she does with the platform.
Yeah, but like it's not even a real platform anymore. I feel like back in the day it had more meaning, and Olivia Culpo took it to the place that it could be, and like.
But so that's as far as you can take it as being Olivia Culpo. So you can take it pretty damn far.
No, but she was like born under a lucky star, and I know she had a lot of help.
Yeah, but maybe this girl is born under the same star and also can get help.
I'll see what I can do. How about
that? But in the meantime, it must be nice.
I'll do everything I can, okay?
In the meantime, it must be nice to just be Miss USA. Like, I feel like it's a great job. Except like
it's a temporary job. It has an expiration date. 1 year
does.
from today. 364 days. She already lost one.
That's like really sad to think about. But she can make the most of her 364 days and maybe parlay it into a career. And you can always become like a host or something.
No, like literally just get those Instagram followers, girl. You have 364 days. You need 1,000 followers a day minimum.
Yeah, you need to come out. Let's see where she's at now. Anyways,
but I think it's like when you're president, like you have your Instagram and then you also have the Miss USA Instagram. You also have the POTUS one.
So you gotta like cross promote and like you gotta do it in a way that's seamless, and which it requires a lot of skill. So if you're not skilled, this isn't for you.
So speak up. Speak now. What was her thing?
I would say. Wait, this is what she said.
Speak up now?
I say speak your voice.
Speak your voice. Honestly, that's like not that good. Speak your voice?
No, what's the better version of that?
Speak now.
But it's like, how would you think of an answer on the spot like that? So it's
yes. Speak your voice though, like is not an English sentence.
No, this is what I would say. Raise your voice.
Yeah, hear me roar.
Raise Your Voice by Hilary Duff.
Yeah. Come on your bay. Senza di te. It's okay to look fat. Senza di te.
What if you went on Miss USA? That was your talent.
Of course.
Your answer to your question was Raise Your Voice. It was all just like subplots.
And then in the middle of the show, I'd be like, Paul? I love that movie.
Same.
1 more mile till Jericho. The walls can't tumble. Also, someone's watching over me.
Beautiful, you guys. What a beautiful movie.
No, it's such a good movie. And like her brother Paul's like a really famous actor, the one who died.
Also, isn't Kat Dennings in it?
Yes, she's the emo piano player.
Yeah. So like it's all comes back to Josh Groban.
And she's from Flagstaff. I remember that, Arizona. I was like, that's a weird place.
Also, people want to know what the pink thing I was drinking was. It's water with electrolytes because I do this thing when I go on Atkins, and on the weekends I eat like crap. So on the beginning of the week I have to go through induction again, which is like so painful. So the electrolytes help me stay afloat.
Also, speaking of shameless self-promotion, I have a couple tickets left to my Nashville show, and I really think everyone should come.
Also, speaking of shameless self-promotion, I'm at 99.8 thousand on Instagram, and it's like so crazy. It's actually like it's an exciting place to be because I feel like once I get to 100, I'll be so worried about it going back down.
Yeah, oh my God,
so it's kind of like nice to like only have to go up from here. But there's obviously millions of you watching right now, so if like just 200 of you could follow me and make my dreams come true, today would be a nice day to make that happen.
Okay, so my Nashville show is on June 5th. It's going to be lit as fuck. I'm going to have some guests. There's like 30 tickets left, so I think everyone should buy one, or 30 people. And also, June 28th to the 30th, I'm coming to Chicago, so don't make any plans. I can't give all the details yet, but like, if you have a planner like Jackie, just pencil me in.
Yeah, use a pencil because what if it's like the 29th? It's
a whole thing.
If you do have a planner, you know how stressful that can be.
Yeah. Do you use pens or pencils in
your
planner?
I use pen, but like say I needed to keep June 28th to the 30th open. I would either make a note in the sidebar or I would make a symbol on the 28th to the 30th with just a C, just so I could like know.
Why don't you just make like an arrow across?
Because I'm not on vacation for the 28th to the 30th. It's just one night only.
One night only, one night only. Come on, big baby, come on. I really think I'm gonna try out for American Idol.
With that
song. I need to work on my breathing because like I can't sing one song without literally like gasping for air.
Yeah.
Should I sing Gaston?
Yes, but you know what's a good way to work on your breathing while singing? I was realizing.
Treadmill and singing.
Or a great Soul Cycle class. Like I could have gone on tour last night. Except like I wonder what I actually sounded like. It was great I couldn't hear myself.
Very good.
Okay, this next story is just, a nice way to talk about more details that have emerged about the royal wedding.
Okay.
Which is that James Corden reveals how he nearly interrupted the royal wedding. Okay, that's
so misleading.
So misleading. Basically, like he has allergies. There were flowers. He was trying not to sneeze during. Does anyone have any objections?
Oh, that's funny.
But honestly, like his seat was so far back, we wouldn't have even heard.
No, totally. Also, like, nice way to make the royal wedding about you.
No, totally. But he said like really nice things about the wedding, and I've just been watching like all these videos, and I saw a video compilation that someone put in the toasters of Meghan Markle talking about just like women and during the phase where pre-Harry where she was like being an activist. She is so well spoken, and I even remember when I watched the movie where she kisses Hal Cooper, that like she like there's something about her that she really does have like a Markle sparkle.
Yes.
And I think what was a shame about the wedding is that we didn't hear her talk really, so we didn't get that. But there's something like so like sparkly and like she really pulls you in.
Yeah, no, I've seen that video. Ashton Kutcher shared it on his Facebook page.
Where it's like a compilation?
No,
of her
it's
talking
just
about
that
women.
one speech where she's wearing a black off-the-shoulder shirt and she's wearing a low bun.
Oh, well, this was
talking
like
about the commercial.
This was like a highlight reel of just some of her greatest moments.
Yeah.
And it was lit. Okay.
And did you see that Buckingham Palace like updated their website with her bio?
Yeah, it really
exciting.
Suits is on the second page, and it focuses on her humanitarian efforts and her work as being a proud feminist.
Yes.
Which is just like so progressive.
Yeah, she's really progressing that place up.
They really are. And James Corden had really nice things to say about the wedding. I kind of want to read them because it was lovely. Quote, "I've known Prince Harry about 7 years now, and it was wonderful," said Corden. "It was one of the most beautiful ceremonies I've ever been to. It was gorgeous. It was a whole affair. It was happy, it was joyous, and it was uplifting." Corden joked that he was much happier than he appeared in photos and videos. Quote, "In my defense, what defense do you make while listening to a cellist in a church? People were like, why are you so grumpy? What do you want me to be doing, like rocking out?" Corden said with a laugh. "It was Britain at its finest. It was a picture-perfect day." And I feel like it definitely was Britain at its finest.
Yeah.
He said, "It was the most wonderful and inclusive service. I was proud to be British on that day. It was a modern, forward-thinking couple having the exact ceremony that they wanted. They brought Britain and the world together for a happy occasion, and I was so pleased to be there."
That's so nice.
I would have been pleased to be there too.
Yeah. I just couldn't get there in time.
No. But have you heard anything else about the wedding?
No. Have you heard anything else about Thomas Markle?
Yeah, he was spotted getting a Frappuccino.
He was at the same internet cafe that he had the photo shoot at?
No, but it's like, it contradicts his story about just having heart surgery.
Totally. You can't have a Frappuccino when you just had heart surgery.
You can't have a Frappuccino even if you're the picture of health.
Yeah.
They're just like so
bad for you. What is like a vanilla bean from Starbucks?
Worse. Like vanilla beans are like, that was what we thought was fattening growing up. Like, ooh, vanilla bean, 80 calories, spooky.
No, it's not 80 calories. That shit is so fattening.
Like a Frappuccino is like a vanilla bean on top of a vanilla bean.
Right. That's really not good for you, Thomas Markle.
I want everyone to leave him the hell alone.
I just want to know what the mom's up to. I think about her all the time.
No, and I think the American like paparazzi are going to like respect her and leave her alone.
Oh, I don't know. Like, is she back in the States yet?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Well, what is she doing? Like hanging with her daughter? She's like with Harry.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
So is she not remarried?
I guess not. Do you think she'll move to like London to be near her daughter?
Oh, she should. Yeah,
she should. And then she'll be like so prestigious
and
there.
they'll respect her.
I guess it'll depend what she wants. Like if she wants the royal treatment, go to London because we don't even have.
I'm sure she'll just listen to whatever Meghan says.
We don't even have a royal treatment here.
Yeah, I mean,
look at us.
If they did. I mean, we are sitting in thrones. So.
That's true. Could be worse.
Yeah.
I also, did you see the Meghan Markle's friend who like had her Pippa moment?
No, which friend? Oh, yes.
But she didn't. Like,
No.
I remember reading weeks before the wedding that Meghan Markle's friend, I guess her name is Jessica, that she was going to be the Pippa.
Jenny,
so, like,
she is the girl whose sons, she's that really, really cool Canadian woman whose sons were holding the train.
Oh.
She's like, she was the coolest person there.
Okay, but this is why the media is so annoying. Weeks before the wedding, I read Jessica Mulroney is going to have a Pippa moment at the wedding. So they're like setting this up. Then Jessica Mulroney walks into the church, so they obviously take a picture of her behind. I didn't see this picture anywhere. Then I get this story today. Jessica Mulroney planned her big Pippa moment. No, you guys did
planned it. Yeah.
She obviously had to walk. And then you're pretting like she did this. She was
She
thirsty.
had to get there.
But you exposed yourself. I just can't. And it just makes me so stupid.
Very stupid. We see right through you, Daily Mail.
Okay, do you want to do Dear Toasters today or tomorrow?
No, let's do it tomorrow because we don't have anything to recap tomorrow and I want to talk about Vanderpump Rules.
Let's go for it.
Okay. Part 3 of the reunion.
Was the part that we needed because
everyone was getting up.
And like Annie can't wrangle these kids in.
No, and he honestly he was being so relaxed, like he didn't care.
Yeah, but also he was like yelling at everyone. It was like kind of really weird.
Sheena saying she didn't watch the show was like so rude.
No,
and
it was like
when Kristen was like, it's really unprofessional. Yeah, it is.
It's like when you're in class and you get called out for not doing the reading. Like she was so unprepared.
And by the way, she does watch it.
No, but here's the thing. Her story didn't make sense because she said she fast forwarded through other people's scenes because like she had to watch it quickly.
But then she said she didn't want to watch her
relationship. So you didn't watch anyone else's scenes and you didn't watch your own scenes. the hell did you watch?
Let's talk. It was literally like the Lala show last night.
She's everything.
And like I really felt for her when she literally couldn't talk without crying because I feel like she's really overprotective of her boyfriend, and like I totally get that without like, and the second someone says something mean about someone you love, like you literally can't talk.
And like it was James who she put all of her trust in. Like I'm sure James like knows
everything.
Everything, like where the bodies are buried, if there are bodies, and like to be betrayed by that person who literally is such a dweeb and she never betrayed him is
never.
Like such a betrayal.
Yeah, no, she was like, she almost to a fault, like how much she really stood up for James, even when he was like an ass. And I really like felt for her, and she said something, oh my God, that really like struck me. She was like,
I think I know what you're gonna say.
She was like, last year, like we said such mean things about people, and like I really thought we like learned together, and like we're trying to change, and then like you go and say these like horrible fat shaming things about my boyfriend. It's like I thought we were like learning together, and like that's such a mature thing to say. She was like, she did say some fucked up shit about people. She called people fat and made fun of their noses. Like, yes, you can fuck up and like learn, and like a year later be a different, better person.
Totally. Also, when she was like praying that what he said didn't air, like she was still trying to protect him.
Yeah.
And then she was like, just so you know, if that airs, like our relationship won't be the same.
Yeah.
But like she was still trying to like protect. I can't.
Of course
She's
that would air.
such a
Why
good
did you think
friend.
for a second that it wouldn't air?
But like, I'm so excited for this coming season for so many things. First of all, like
the respect for Lala to
continue and grow, and I feel like she's really going to be like a main character.
Wait, when she got up and went to the bathroom and like everyone followed her, which was weird, Lisa Vanderpump like shoving people out of the bathroom and then wanting to be in the middle of her and James. She grabbed James, she grabbed Lala, they were going to talk. She's like, no, go sit down. She like was being such a stage mom, getting them to the stage. Like she was really pissing me off.
She was being Bobby Fischer.
Yes, she was really pissing me off.
She was playing chess with them.
Literally.
They were her pawns.
Speaking of playing chess with Bobby Fischer, did you get that email last night?
No.
I did. I RSVP'd for us.
What is it?
Tomorrow night we're going to the premiere of American Woman with Kyle Richards.
In the city?
Yeah.
American Woman. Is Kelly Clarkson going to be there?
I don't know.
Because Kelly Clarkson sings the theme song.
It's
American
so good.
Woman.
Honestly,
Wait,
like
oh my God.
Paramount Network is like cool.
I'm going to wear red, white, and blue.
Okay.
I'll have to find something. Oh my God, that's so exciting.
I know.
So exciting.
Yeah. Wait, I want to go back to Vanderpump Rules, and I want to go back to Lala. I love her dress. She looks so skinny.
Also, okay, so one thing that I really liked is when we kind of get a sense of like, when Jax was like, why would I stay here? Like, I'm a bartender at Sir. When they talk about the elephant in the room, which is that they are waiters.
Yes.
And when Tom Sandoval was complaining that Stassi should have come back as a waitress.
Yes.
And then like Stassi was trying to, make it seem like a real thing as opposed to like when they were like, they wanted someone for this position, like not like production needed me to work in the restaurant. Like,
yeah.
I very much appreciated that. And then Tom Sandoval said something that I thought was so interesting. He said, he was like, even Lala is still a hostess. Like, as in like, she's above us and she's still a hostess. I was like, I felt like that spoke.
But like, the intricacies of the restaurant like have real bearings on like who we see on the show, and it makes no fucking sense. I hate the restaurant. If we never went to Sir again, like in the show, I would be pleased.
Yeah. But then it's like the See You Next Tuesday stuff is really good.
And like
James Kennedy
Kristen
ending.
doesn't work at Sir, and she's like not a cast member.
No, I know.
She's not in anything.
She was barely on the reunion.
Yeah.
But that's like Lisa, like punishing her.
Yeah. So it's like
telling
everyone,
Diana to suck a dick, Diana.
But meanwhile, that's like the greatest episode of TV ever. So we should really be thanking Kristen Doty.
Right.
But like, it's crazy how Lisa Vanderpump has final say because Kristen is not bad. Like she should be on the show. She's a great character. But like,
and if you were gonna kick her off, there was a season where she was a legitimate psychopath, and when she was making her T-shirts, and that was the season to like cut ties. Not now when people like her and she's in a good place.
Yeah. It's all so interesting how it comes back to the restaurant, and like it pisses me off because that's like Lisa Vanderpump is indispensable.
Yeah. And
because of the restaurant.
But I'm glad that like at least Lisa has respect for Stassi because like we got her back in like a full-time capacity.
And Stassi was being funny when Lala and James were fighting and she was literally sitting in between them.
Right.
She was like,
the seating was so weird.
Odd. Really weird because they put people who were arguing with each other on the same side. So you have to like look at each other to argue. It's really awkward. Yeah. And honestly, everyone's pretty much on good terms except with Sheena.
Yeah, and they're gonna start filming soon, and it's gonna be interesting. Like,
I feel like this could be like near the end for Sheena.
I don't think so.
In the beginning, she cared so much about being friends with everyone. She was like, almost to a fault that like Ariana was like her good friend and like all she wanted was to be friends with the witches of WeHo. And like she finally got it, and then she like realized it wasn't all it was cracked up to be, and they were still mean to her. And like, I don't know, I feel like she's at the point where like she doesn't care anymore. And I feel like and like, by the way, the only reason that you wouldn't be on the show anymore is if this is what when Darren was here, I was like, what is the the reasoning behind kicking someone off the show, whether it's like Housewives or Vanderpump Rules. They're like, honestly, it only has to do with like if they're really friends with the people. Like if no one's friends with them and they're not, them hanging out isn't natural, then that's the only reason someone would get kicked off. So if no one's friends with Sheena except for Brittany, and like Brittany's someone's +1, like, you know.
Ariana's friends with Sheena.
Oh, yeah.
And like I feel like with Vanderpump Rules, she still works at the restaurant. There is an excuse for them to all be together.
Yes.
And I think that Sheena will always care. In general, like always care what people think about her, always want to be accepted and loved by people. Right now, she's like focusing on herself in her Vegas show, and like that she's caring about that.
Yeah.
But once she gets back to LA to film, like she's gonna care once more, and like she's gonna have to get her hands dirty.
Yeah.
And it'll be good.
Okay.
But then I was thinking, like, when is everything? All good things must come to an end.
And they're all like reaching 40.
When is Vanderpump Rules gonna end? Not that I want it to, but like.
Well, it could go one of two ways. It could go like until it's done and live its life, or they keep bringing in new people. Like James and Lala are only 27. Like that, they have 10 years on them.
Yeah.
So like.
And now we have Billy Lee.
Right. Like maybe they just Jeremy. Like they keep bringing in new younger characters. Maybe.
Jeremy's not going to do it for me, but
not at all.
But I could use a Lala 2.0.
Or that guy Adam.
But then it's like we spend so much of the season.
What's his name?
Adam.
We
spend so much of the season like working out the kinks of them being brought in that like we never get to the meat of the fights with the original characters.
Right.
You know, like it's like once the
only problem with the show is that like now that they're all like true celebrities and have like things to lose, they're a lot more careful. So like Kristen's not crazy anymore, Stassi's not crazy anymore, Katie's not crazy anymore. Like no one's crazy.
But then it's like I don't need to see people being crazy and like doing things that are like unbelievable, like Jax having sex with Faith.
I do.
No, I like when they go on trips and it's like the arguments, like the petty shit. It's like, you know, Stassi freaking out at her birthday party, like that sort of stuff.
Oh, I totally disagree.
Where it's like
so
real
lame.
friendship stuff that like having real fights like that. Like I thought the whole Jax cheating storyline was so annoying. The Tom storyline was so annoying. Like I just want to see these girls go out, have drinks, someone says something that bothers someone, they fight about it, they get over it, moving on.
No, I liked like when they were beating each other up, taking off their tricky sweaters in Vegas.
Right, but that like we're never gonna
That's not sustainable.
We're never gonna get that again.
It's not sustainable.
But a lot of the drama that was from this season, like and even like James and Kristen hooking up, did we hang out, did we hook up? Don't need that.
Wait, and they didn't even clarify that in the episode. It really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like I thought finally when
they were still saying they said hook up,
right.
they were still saying they said hang out. I thought
when we finally got them all together in the reunion room and they had the tapes, they'd be able to just clear it up really quickly. It was all a misunderstanding. They said hang out, not hook up. But fucking Tom Sandoval is still saying they said hooked up. That really pissed me off. I was like, I just wanted some clarification. Justice needs to be served.
Justice needs to be served. Also, them doing the shot of pasta. That pasta looked unbelievable.
It was Sheena. It was totally penne alla vodka, first of all. I know pasta.
And then they had vodka like shots, which was just really cute.
And Sheena like literally struggling to get one noodle in her lips was like really scary.
Yeah. Also, they should serve that at Sir now, like as an appetizer.
I'm sure they have something where it's like it's not about the pasta.
They should. Oh my god, they should revamp.
Why didn't they bring Raquel?
Because what is she gonna say?
It would have been interesting for her to be there when they're talking about how James is in love with Lala.
But they talked like she was there in the season and it wasn't interesting for her.
No, she's wildly uninteresting.
No, it's so crazy, but I'm happy if they're happy. Also, I watched Southern Charm last night. You really need to start watching, just like Dynasty.
I started Dynasty. It's so good.
Told you.
I'm just like Southern Charm does not. I've watched it and I've given it a chance.
It's so good.
It's so not for me.
Oh my god, it's so good. I'm obsessed with it. And justice for Naomi because I watched What Happens Live last night. Catherine and Craig were on, which was interesting because their show wasn't on last night. And Catherine looks amazing. Like she's in such a good place. I'm so happy for her. And her and Craig are good friends and I love them. But apparently like Naomi's rep this season is that she's like so crazy and mean, but like that's not the vibe I'm getting. Like
no, she's just calling people out from what I hear.
And now she's just a full-time cast member, so we're hearing from her. Whereas before, like we only heard from her when like she was in the scene.
Right.
So I can't and I shan't.
You guys.
It's like an Erica Jane situation where it's like no one's on my side and I don't understand why.
Sometimes when like I have a very particular stance on like a housewife issue and I find people that don't disagree with me, like it really makes me like think differently of other people.
But then it's like when the whole country doesn't agree with you, it starts to make me question myself. Then I confirm with myself that I'm good, but I question for a second.
No, but it really, like, you learn a lot about other people based on, like, which housewife they side with.
I totally agree.
You guys, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you follow The Morning Toast on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We go live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We go live on Facebook, so make sure you like us, and we go live on YouTube, so make sure you're subscribed, and you give this video a thumbs up. Then we're available in the podcast app, The Morning Toast. Leave us a review, 5 stars about how gorgeous we are. Buy tickets to my Nashville show. They're at the link in my bio on my Instagram, Girl with No Job.
please leave this live stream right now and go follow me at Jackie O Problems. You guys, we're gonna do it today. And once I get to 100K, I'm gonna post something like really spectacular.
Do a nudie.
Really?
Yeah.
I was either gonna post my engagement video or like me with balloons. I don't know.
Nudie.
Really?
Like something sexy. Like cover your boobs and your ass, but like something sexy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing you do to get to 100K.
No, they deserve it.
Okay, I'll get to 150, guys.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.